This might sound a little nutty, but anytime I stay in a hotel room, I just take a I just take a quick video of what the room looks like. And this is because whenever in the future, I remember instantaneously my entire trip from the room. It's weird. I love how quirky the houses are in Amsterdam. They're usually very tall and very slim, and therefore the staircases are quite steep and quite skinny. So steep, in fact, that this balustrade is almost 90 degrees. And I can tell you, walking up them, I felt a little bit skew with. So I guess it's back to the terrifying single-person elevator. Though I do love the colour of the door. I think it's really nice. I look so unimpressed. You'll never believe what happened during checkout. What do you think's in here? The person in the hotel just asked me, inconsiderate, the person in the hotel just asked me, did I have a nice stay? And I thought, well, there's no point mentioning the person pressure washing their patio directly outside my window from 7:30 in the morning, because there's nothing that they can do about it. It's just one of those things. And I said, yeah, I had a lovely stay, thank you very much. And he said, well, in that case, let's give you a little present from the hotel. They gave me a wrapped present. I don't know what's in there, but it doesn't really matter, because this feeds my inner child, my sense of excitement. Okay, I can't wait to open this, so let's do it together on this park bench. What is this? It's wrapped so well. Oh, that's adorable. That's really lovely, and they put it onto one of their cards from the hotel. Ah, that's nice. I'm going to hang these on my fridge as a memory of my holiday. I quite often buy magnets from places that I've been to hang on my fridge, and now I have some shoes from Holland. I decided to head back to the same cafe that I went to yesterday because the food was delicious, the vibes were immaculate, the coffee had caffeine, and I had a whole bunch of work to catch up on. This, what you're watching right now, is actually a short form video that I made for Instagram. I was super stoked to find out that I have now reached 1 million views on YouTube. And if I could get soppy just for a second, I always wanted to be a YouTuber. Way before the other social media platforms even existed. And so I'm a TikToker, I'm an Instagrammer, I'm a Facebooker, but there's something about being a YouTuber that just feels so flipping cool. One of the things that I did whilst working in the cafe was to make an application to do a TED Talk. I've always been a huge fan of TEDx. It's a lifelong dream of mine to do a TED Talk. This is something that I've been wanting to do for so many years. They're very particular on what ideas they select, but it's worth a go. And I think you can probably guess what topic I've picked to talk about. It's time. My Amsterdam trip is coming to an end, and so I'm heading to the airport. I'm heading to the airport way too early. But that's not an accident. I have something that I need to do on the way there. And I'll tell you about that in a second. But in the meantime, I just want to say how great the transport system is in Amsterdam. You sort of clock on and clock off, a bit like in London. The public transport in Bristol is horrendous, so I'm always easily pleased by good transport systems. I just popped into the lobby of that hotel to sit and take an interview for something very exciting that I can't tell you about yet, but it's the best place to go for a quiet spot outside of the airport. As you can see, even here on the approach to the airport, it's super loud, and there's just nowhere inside to have that conversation. But if any of the airport staff ask, I'm waiting for someone who's here for a conference today. You don't need to dob me in. No one needs to know. Also, if you're ever going into the centre of Amsterdam from the airport, just get on the metro. It's really straightforward. It's very quick. It took like 10-15 minutes. The taxi that I took earlier this week, £95, and it took 45 minutes. That was a mistake. But, you know, you don't know what you don't know. I'm one of those people that does genuinely get to the airport 2.5 hours before their flight, which is actually pretty wise for Amsterdam because it is huge. My flight is on the very last of 6 boards. There. That's what a keen bean I am. That's arrivals. Not even in the right place. Okay, this is departures. It's not at the time I was expecting. So I'm going to double check if this is actually my flight. Flight. Easy jet. I could just look at my boarding pass. EZY. EZY. Okay, it's that one. So it's half an hour earlier than I thought it was. See, that's why it's good that I'm here early. I'm now on the 3rd board of 6. Better get a move on. I then made some content in the toilets in Amsterdam Airport. Now, if you don't follow me on Instagram, you're probably not familiar with toilet DIY. This all started a while back now, actually, where I was saying that quite often even the fanciest of restaurants, really high quality, really upmarket, have terrible toilets. And it always surprises me because it lets down the entire restaurant. So now I critique all the toilets that I go into. And I point out the DIY that I think's been done badly. Do you ever say something out loud for the first time and be like, what? Why do I do that? That's so strange. Anyway, when I was younger and I used to travel on a shoestring, I used to look at all the airport shops and think, why would anybody shop in these airport shops? They're so expensive. And now that I'm older, I'm like, it's me. I'm the person. I bought myself a new belt and some limited edition Pringles. Schnapps. My flight is delayed by 1 hour and 10 minutes. I'm just having a little wander around the shops. A woman stopped me as I was walking into one of the stores and asked me to take a photograph of her in this pair of giant traditional shoes. And I obliged, of course, take that responsibility very seriously. And then a lady behind the counter, the cheese counter, said, do you want one together? And I was like, no. I think she thought we were together and was offering to, you know, give us a special memory together. But I was like, no, I really don't. It's almost 4 hours later and I am tucked up in bed, finally, after having a gorgeous bath. And just before I sign off, I wanted to show you my view in the bathroom. I have just added these plants to surround the window and it makes me feel so calm whenever I'm in the bath. Just goes to show sometimes the smallest changes can make a huge difference. I'm going to sleep so well tonight. Don't forget to like and subscribe to join me for my next episode of Emma Vlogs.